What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your boy's going to blast and blast and blast on his way to legally do that.
Please turn left
So
500 feet onto Green
now,
Road.
when I was sitting
Now,
there
turn left.
talking about my situations and things I've been through in my life, I never had to lie. Didn't have to fake it to make it. Now, you see these people out here, they lie, they cheat, they steal, all to try to be relevant in this game today of the internet world, right? And people who had stellar careers have gotten out of this business. The people I've known in hip hop and the record business back in the early 2000s and 90s, most of those dudes are doing graphic design. They were A&Rs. They were assistant reps. People that worked for Elektra record company. All these record executives. All of it has changed. All of it has changed. And because all of it has changed, the game is not what it used to be anymore. You're surrounded with a bunch of people who are trying to pivot into surviving. So when you're trying to pivot into surviving and saying, okay, well, this is what I want to do for right now because this is the only way I can make it. Okay, now you've made yourself in a figure eight and you're trying to figure it out. And there's nothing wrong with that. People have to pivot in their lives to do something they didn't train or study in their life to do or be. Meaning that there's people in life that go through life and they don't know what they want to be in life. Or they train their whole life saying, I'm going to be a fireman. And then life guides you in a direction where you're working at the county office or something, or you're a plumber or whatever. And you've had these dreams of doing something, but you ended up, life guides you in another direction. So we've seen that happen. It's not a big whoop-de-whoop. Right? So now there's another situation that rears its head once again, because people are always the one to bring you the bearers of bad news. You see people like Wack 100, who's found internet fame by, punching a man, and it was on TMZ. And then next thing you know, it's everywhere else in the world. So you're looking at a situation where this is not going to go well for a lot of people. Wack has let this fame get in his head.
Prepare to turn right.
Because he used to be actively gangbanging. He's in the game being a tough guy. Right? Now he's just the internet tough guy that's going down, running down on people. And they've taken Clubhouse,
right,
which is basically everything on there could be used against you in a court of law. They know this, and they still go there and talk about some of the craziest things ever of what they would do to somebody, how they would harm them, the whole nine. So, once again, you begin to ask yourself, why? Why in the world do people even go this route? Wack 100 right now is in a position where he's gonna probably have to keep running in and out of holes like a mouse, because he's creating new dangerous situations for himself and thinking this is the avenue to bring in more money. Yeah, okay. It generates attention on the internet. That doesn't necessarily equal revenue.
Prepare to turn left.
And this is what people don't understand or get. I gotta go to a new shooting range because the shooting range is closed at the place I go to now. They don't have anyone to run it now for some
turn
reason.
Left in 500 feet onto
Now I gotta sit over and do stuff this way now. So it's become what it's become.
Now turn left.
Now I gotta go to a new shooting range. The guy told me it's a good thing. It's a good place. They've been here. It is what it is. Gotta roll with the punches. So now, anyway, back to Wack. Wack is out here putting on a concert every day, 5 days a week, trying to boost his show up. Then I guess allegedly he has a podcast, but his podcast numbers ain't through the roof like he want them to be. So he might get all this hits and all this traffic everywhere else is blowing up, but it really hasn't taken off for him the way he would thought or way he would like for it to. You know, it is what it is. You know, I told you, I've seen these situations rear their head out of nowhere. People come up with all these different solutions, and they all got the ideals in their head on what they think is important and all that craziness. Nobody really cares. Nobody really do. They don't care. The outside world don't know who Wack 100 is. I guarantee you, people that matter in the world, like my mother, my aunties, my uncles, your uncles, they don't know who Wack 100 is. You know, these are the people with jobs. These are the people that generate, they go out and they're the consumers. They go out and spend the money. These 20-year-olds, their attention span it's like a nanosecond. They watch you and they view you, then they move over and they view something else. So your views don't mean anything. So when people be like, I got them views though, what does it mean? They're not connected to you like that. Some of these people view your video and move on to something else. They don't even subscribe. So what are you really saying? So you have to stay grounded in reality, because where you think you big and as tall as a tower, in the real world you're this small. I remember Bill Laimbeer said that about Michael Jordan. He said, who is he really? He's just a person that plays basketball. In the world, he's this small. And he was right. At that time, he was right. In the real world, Michael Jordan was that small. So, sorry about that. I'm going to call him back in a minute. But, that's basically the gist of it. I just wanted people to know that, so that they would have an understanding.
Turn right.
You know, this is the game. This is the world we live in right now. And in the world we live in, this is unfortunately how it's played out to the rest of the world. Anything for fame. And now you put your life in danger. You didn't put your life in danger for what? For some props? For some fame?
Turn right.
It don't make sense. You're making it worse on your life. And for what? You put this strain on your family. There's people out here that's very upset over the way you sound talking about Jay Prince and the way, you know, how this could affect the Larry Sr. and all this stuff. They don't like that. You're bringing a negative. You're bringing a negative response to something that could tie back to him. And they say, oh, look, this is because we talking about, you know, possibly freeing this man. And then a negative response comes along with it. That's not what you want. Why would you want that? Ooh, this is very sedity. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Okay, this is the hidden area. Yeah, this is where the super rich go. So I just made a dip and I'm like, I've never seen this area. Not before in my life. So yeah, you have to know this area to be over here. Jesus. Okay, I get it. This is seclusion. Now, I don't listen to Wack's podcast, but everybody says it's Wack. He's like, he got a terrible co-host, and it's bringing his channel down and all that Clubhouse stuff. Anyway, they try to use that to bridge to boost up the podcast and get the numbers up high, which I understand. I work with it, you know, I see it going on, but that doesn't necessarily generate money. I mean, you look at academics. One thing I will give him credit for is he knew how to build his platform without even using that Clubhouse thing. So he knew what he had to do, and he doesn't really need to be on it, you know, to use it. But I just don't agree with their method of trolling and how dangerous that they're playing in this game, you know, of information. You know, I just don't like it. I don't like the way it's passed down. I don't like the way academics use, you know, the media and use his platform to talk negatively about incidents that are going on in society, like about Young Thug. He's only promoting the negative part of it. He loves to show up. If there's a black guy getting arrested, got caught with a gun, he's right there on the scene to report it in a negative light. Someone's deaf, anybody. That's why he chose drill music, because he wants to feed off of the drama. So he's not just reporting, he's instigating. He's saying, oh, and there's a possible murder. You know, he's stirring the pot. And you guys give him your attention and your views. Let me go ahead and take this. I'm going to hit y'all back later on. I'm out.